Not all questions are meant to be asked, but the five ones that you have stayed buried. This is Answer Gear.
So let's say you theoretically lost a chunk of your body. How much could you survive without? A finger? A leg? Half of you? Good news, the human body is ridiculously resilient. Bad news, there's definitely a limit. So let's break it down. How much of you can you lose before your body just calls it quits? Organs you can live without. Surprisingly, quite a few. Turns out your body has some spare parts you don't necessarily need to stay alive. You can actually lose. One kidney. You've got two, but you only need one. A lung, breathing might be harder, but you'd survive. Spleen, it helps with immunity, but your body can manage without it. Gallbladder, stores bile for digestion, but you can live without it. Part of your liver, it regenerates. You can lose over half and still recover. So yeah, your body is basically running on backup mode at all times. Limbs and body parts, how much can you lose and still function? Okay, but what about outside parts? All four limbs? Technically, yes. Prosthetics exist and people with no limbs can still live full lives. Ears and nose? You'd lose some functions, but survival? Totally possible. Eyes? You can live without sight, but obviously life would change dramatically. Basically, as long as your core organs are working, you can lose a lot and still keep going. The critical parts. Lose these and it's game over. Of course, some parts are non-negotiable. Lose these and survival isn't likely. Your brain, kind of essential unless you want to exist as a science experiment. Your heart, no circulation, no life, simple as that. All of your liver, it detoxifies everything. Without it, you're done. Both lungs, no air, no survival, end of story. All your blood, you can lose about 40% with medical help, but beyond that, not good. Basically, your body can take a lot of damage, but there's a point where even the best doctors can't save you. The strangest survival stories. Because humans are tougher than you think. Some people have really pushed the limits of what the body can survive. A man who survived being cut in half. In 1995, a railway worker in Canada was sliced in half by a train and lived. He lost everything below his waist, but doctors kept him alive. A soldier with half a brain. A man lost an entire hemisphere of his brain due to injury, but still functioned relatively normally. A diver who lost his entire lower body to a shark, he survived, adapted, and kept living his life. So yeah, while science tells us there's a limit, real life has proven that the human body can survive insane amounts of trauma. Final thoughts. Humans are surprisingly hard to kill. So how much of your body can you lose and still survive? Turns out, quite a bit. Your body has built-in backups. Modern medicine helps people survive crazy injuries. But some parts, you're not living without them. The human body is weird, resilient, and kind of terrifying when you think about it. Like and subscribe, no limb donation required.